quick takes, let's get it. Jared Goff had 3 TDs in the first half, leading the surging Lions to a 34-23 win over the NFC North leading Vikings on Sunday. Minnesota 10-3 needed a win or tie to clinch the division. The Lions, 6-7, have won 5 of their last 6. Dan, how dangerous is Detroit?
To me, third most dangerous team in the NFC right now, outside of San Francisco and Philadelphia. They got a dominant offensive line, a top 3 unit. They got a quarterback that's in the running for comeback player of the year, whether it's him and or Geno Smith. The Jamison Williams addition to their pass game. Their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, is awesome. They can run the ball with 2 backs. They got big bodies on the perimeter. I think they're in a playoff game this weekend versus the Jets here in New York. They beat the Jets, they're in. The Jets win, they're going to be in. Their defense is playing just a little bit better than the beginning of the season. And I know Woolen in Seattle has been great, and Sauce Gardner in New York has been great. Aiden Hutchinson at defensive end should also be in the conversation for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah,
the
he's
Lions
ridiculous.
are hot, man.
Yeah, Hutchinson's ridiculous.
No one wants to play the Lions right now. No one.
All right, let's keep it rolling here, guys, and check in on the AFC picture. So the Bills showed they could win ugly Sunday. Josh Allen recorded a season-low 147 passing yards versus the Jets. This was Allen's 4th straight game under 300 passing yards, his longest such streak since 2019. Joe Burrow able to snap his 5-game losing streak against the Browns this week, making it his first win versus the Dog Pound. Jamar Chase hauled in 10 receptions for 119 and a TD. His 20th career receiving TD in 26 career games. Let's go. Patty Mahomes' domination of the Broncos continues as he's now 10-0 versus the team. Mahomes is the 5th quarterback since the start of 1950 that's 10-0 or better as a starter against any single opponent, including the playoffs. SA, you're up first.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the best team in the AFC?
Listen, I'm still going to go with the Chiefs. I know they just lost to the Bengals a week earlier, 27-24, and I know they held on against the Denver Broncos, made it far more interesting than it needed to be. But when you talk about playoff football and you have somebody that you can just give the football to, when all else fails, and you can say, take me there. Yeah, Joe Burrow is one of those guys, but you think about Jamar Chase, you think about T. Higgins and those guys. Josh Allen is that dude. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes. And I think about Patrick Mahomes, and he's just, to me, he's so sensational, and he's so proven. He's a Super Bowl champion, went to back-to-back Super Bowl appearances with 4 consecutive AFC title games. I just look at him, and I just say he's that difference maker. Not to say that I think that they'll ultimately go to the Super Bowl, because I started the season off thinking Buffalo, and I still think Buffalo because I think that Josh Allen's knocking on that door and he's ready to kick it in. But I'm saying that right now, if you ask me to make the decision right now about who that team is that I'm fearing the most coming out of the AFC, to me it would be the Kansas City Chiefs because of Patrick Mahomes.
And Patrick Mahomes is the boogeyman in the whole NFL, especially in the AFC. For me now, when you start talking about what does it take, because we're talking about what does it take to beat Boogeyman. That's what everybody's talking about. That's what Buffalo's been trying to do. That's what Tennessee's been trying to do. What does it take to beat Boogeyman? And the only team that has the ability to beat Patrick Mahomes as Boogeyman is the Cincinnati Bengals. That's why they are the best team. They have the power running game. Every time we watch Cincinnati play a team like Tennessee, we see Tennessee's in the game because they have a power running game. They just don't have the pass game. Now, Cincinnati has a great power running game, but they also have that pass game. And they got guys all the way around on this football field. And that dude right there, Joe Burrow, that dude there, man, he's delivering the ball. They did what they did yesterday. They did without T. Higgins. You know, it was so funny going in yesterday. He was 3-0. Right. And board with that. He was 3-0 against the Boogeyman and 0-4 against Cleveland. And he slayed that demon yesterday. Trust me, Cincinnati, in this time of the year, they believe they are the best team. They believe every